Ekoko masquerades from Ute village, whose cult is connected with Obaeware and his mother, Elere, appear on this occasion to bless the Oba. Ekoko is a ritual masquerade that dances to please the guests and the Oba.
Good afternoon and welcome to your popular program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Erosa Agbonlao. I have with me a very distinguished clergyman and a youth leader, a man who has also distinguished himself in the movie production industry. Dr. Apostle Elvis Agbonaima, nice to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me. Viewers, God bless you.
Okay. Now, on today's program, we will be giving opportunity to members of the public to also contribute to our discussion through phone calls. Later on the show, the phone number will be displayed so you can be a part. We always advise that you do not use a derogatory language or comments, or do not make any derogatory comments. Just contribute to the program as a way of helping the development of Nigeria. The topic for today, we're actually looking at youth development and the future of Nigeria. Now, it is said the youths are future leaders. The youths are the leaders of tomorrow. It's a common cliche. It's a common statement that people make. Now, in Nigeria's situation, do we actually allow the youths to be leaders of tomorrow? Look at the political offices occupied by Nigerians. Very few are youths. But for a youth to occupy any public office, for a youth to be a leader, that particular youth must inculcate morals, must develop character, must acquire knowledge. That youth must be developed, must be prepared to occupy any office or public office or elected office as the case may be. Now, giving credence to this topic is a former president of Nigeria, former Nigerian president, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, has called on African nations to prioritize younger leaders, suggesting a target age range of 25 to 50 years for top political offices. Speaking in Abuja on February the 12th, 2026 precisely, during an international memorial lecture commemorating the 50th anniversary of the assassination of General Murtala Mohammed. Ex-President Jonathan argued that individuals in this age bracket possesses the physical stamina, mental sharpness necessary for the intense demands of modern governance. Now, key recommendations of ex-President Jonathan. His argument for youth. Jonathan emphasized that effective leadership requires significant energy and resilience, which he believes is more common in younger individuals. He shared that as president, he sometimes slept for less than 2 hours daily, suggesting older leaders might find this demanding. Now, if you do not understand, especially in the political arena, when you hear that politicians hold nocturnal meetings at night, it's not really what you think. Now, if you've had the opportunity of working with politicians or moving with politicians, they prefer to hold meetings at night because it is quiet, no distraction, and sometimes they don't want people to actually know what they are talking about. Well, that is in terms of political office, but there are other offices occupied. My guest is a youth leader. He's a clergyman. He's a general overseer of a church. He leads congregations. He leads people. But he's well prepared, well trained. He has acquired knowledge, and so he's able to lead even as a youth. Dr. Elvis Agbadaima, once again, nice to have you with us.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. I can see your enthusiasm. Now, do you think Nigerian youths are prepared to hold sensitive public offices? Because President Jonathan said between 25 and 50.
By the grace of God,
yes,
I have seen over 2 decades.
Okay.
And by the grace of the Almighty, the experience is there.
Okay.
But the truth of the matter is that if you look at what is happening around us, you discover that majority of Nigerian youth are not prepared for leadership. And we have been deceived for some years that, with that word, leaders are the, youth are the leaders of tomorrow. No, I always tell people around me, our leadership starts now, because tomorrow will never come. You get it now? That is the, because if you look at, why did I say that majority of our youth are not really ready for leadership? Because at this stage, if you watch, most of the ex-presidents we have, that we are talking about today, even some of the old men that are leading now, you discover that their leadership started from even 20s. Now, you're over 40. You're almost 50. You are 30-something, and here you don't still know what you are to do. For example, why did I say leader, our youth, many of our youth or majority of our youth are not ready? One, if you see what is happening in the political terrain, all the atrocity that is being committed, 90% is committed by the youth. The elders, they don't want to leave the stage, and they use the youth against themselves. If you watch people that are committing nuisance on social media, and majority of them are the youth. For example, a youth who wants to lead, who is equipped to lead, who has been trained to lead, will not, indulge in such, because he knows that will destroy his or her future. Now, for example, a youth who believes in leading will not go and start stealing ballot boxes. For example, all these people that call themselves political big wings that you see today, what makes them powerful is the ignorance of the youth around them. Because those men will not go and steal ballot boxes. They will still use the youth. Those men will not go and cause riots somewhere. They will use the youth. Because of the ignorance of most of the youth, the elderly who are refusing to leave the stage, like some people say they should leave the stage, they will not leave the stage for you if you are not ready to take on responsibility. You get it now? Yes. Now, a lot of youth are wallowing on ignorance, destroying their tomorrow today. Ignorance is not an excuse. Yes. That's why we are already talking to many of them. Imagine you discover that most of the people that are involved in hard drug, destroying their tomorrow through hard drug, are the youth. You get it now? Now, a youth who want to lead will not want to indulge in abuse of hard drugs, because you know that it can destroy your tomorrow. It can destroy your system. It can make you unfit for leadership. Now, a youth who wants to lead, who believes in leadership, showing responsibility, will not want to be used by any politician. But today, all these party A, party B, party C, the people that are really making trouble, causing some kind of, havoc in those political terrain, are the youth. Unknown to them that the elderly are using them against themselves. You get it now?
Yes.
That is the point. It's so pained that many youth, as we speak now, they don't understand. They are still wallowing on ignorance, and unknown to them that all these things they are doing, they are just destroying their tomorrow by themselves. Because if you must lead by example.
Yes.
You must build capacity. For example, now, as a leader that I am not just where I am now. I'm not just being respected because I'm a youth. I'm being respected by my responsibility I have shown, by building capacity, by what I've achieved over the years. Now, in this point, the point I'm trying to let us know is that for any youth to just believe because you are a youth, the elderly will just leave the stage for you. It's not going to be possible. We have to think right. We have to act right. We have to begin to change our mentality, because many of these youth, like I said, I've repeated it more than 3 times, they are living in ignorance, and they are believing that at the end of the day, their fathers will leave the stage. No. You are the one that will show responsibility, and as when the elder discover that you are not acting right, they will have no choice than to leave the stage for you.
Okay, now I'm happy you've been able to just bring to our memory the importance of youth development. You use yourself as an example, that you've acquired knowledge, that you've developed character, you've developed some abilities that earn you recognition and respect. Now, we've seen, these are our leaders, we've seen that even in the political terrain, we have some youths who were actually elected. But if you look back to Nigeria's history, after the Civil War, or before the Civil War, we had youths as leaders. Gowon, that we have respect for, was president of Nigeria as a youth. The respected IBB, ex-military president IBB, was a youth. So many youths. Our former head of state that was assassinated, Murtala Mohammed, was a youth. But after that era, it appears the elderly ones just took over and they have refused to let go. So what do you think, how can the youths now convince Nigerians that they are ready for leadership in this country?
Let me answer you from this angle.
Okay.
One, until we understand that life is not all about acquisition, but impartation.
Okay.
During the era you are talking about,
yes,
then they were interested in impartation.
Yes.
They want to impart their generation. But now, the challenge the youth is having now is acquisition. I want to get 20 billion. You get it now?
Overnight.
The focus is on money.
Yes.
And that is the problem. Those days, many years ago, it was not all about money. It was all about, integrity.
Okay.
Building capacity.
Yes.
Imparting, your generation, rightly. But now, the emphasis on money has overruled everything. Then again, this social media has social media is good, but it has destroyed. It has caused more harm than good. That's why I am among those who is saying that who should encourage the government. I encourage the government to regularize social media, because there are during the time of the old, social media was not there.
Yes.
And there was control. There was dignity. Not everybody, everything you just come out. You learn how to talk. You edit your statement.
Yeah.
But now you see children of nowadays, they don't even edit their statement. They talk before they think. You get it now. Now, social media is good, but it's causing more harms than good.
Yeah.
Because now a lot of people, a lot of fake life is in social media. People just come on social media showing a vehicle of 150 million, and the other guy is thinking, how can I get it? How he got it. Some of them, they got it very legitimate, in a very legit way.
Yeah.
But some too, they got it in a corny way. But the youth of now, they are not interested whether it was in a legitimate in a very right way, whether it was acquired in a perfect way. No. Yes. Provided I got the car. And the emphasis, in short, family value. When we were more younger, our parents used to sit us down, enlighten us, teach us life, begin to give us stories that will put fear in you, that will help you even while you are not with your parents. While you are outside, you begin to think well, because those stories begin to come to you. But now, the parents of nowadays don't even have that time. You get it now? Most of the children, the youth of nowadays have not been lectured by their parents. And now the foundation, even the Bible says, if the foundation is faulty, what can the righteous do? Now the foundation that brought a lot of youth are faulty. Those days, I remember those days, while I was more younger.
Yes.
You come home with a shirt, or your father discover you putting on a fine shoe. You are going to explain how you got that shoe. Yeah. And your explanation must be proper, otherwise you are in soup. Are you getting it now? But today you see 16 years old child, the mother is already telling the child, can't you see your mate? You get it now? Listen, the family value, there's a problem there. You get it now?
It's been eroded.
You get it now? You see a child of 20 years, the father and the mother is expecting the child to feed them, to take care of them. It's a major problem. Are you getting it now? Now, at the end, anything the child does to get money doesn't concern them. You get it now? Now, that's why you discover that the youth that is breeded now, there's a great loss of family value. Those days when I was most younger, I can tell you, if you stay outside for too long, you are in trouble. But now, you see a young girl, we sleep out, and the mother will say, when you are coming, bring something for me. Oh. Are you getting it now?
Yes.
All these are,
family values have been
lost.
Yes.
You get it now? And if we are going to help, we need to still help the youth, because most of us now, we are talking, letting them know that life is not all about money. Life is not all about acquisition. When you go to Western world, you discover that there are so many of them there. Many of them there in Western world. They will have money so that they can be driving a very cheap car. But you see here, a boy of 22 years want to drive a vehicle of 250 million.
Which is very expensive.
You get it now?
Yes. Now,
all these are the reason why you discover that now even the youth we are talking about, they are not even interested in the leadership anymore. All they are just interested is how I can acquire money. You get it now?
Yes.
That's why you see many of them, they have money, no sense.
Okay, I'm going to talk about something that I believe you can really explain. Because as a clergyman, it is believed that even in the church, that some youths, not well dressed, maybe they are involved in some kind of shady deals, but they have money. That in the church, sometimes even the clergy seem to recognize them instead of reprimanding them, instead of correcting them publicly, instead of shaming them. Is that
let me, before we talk about the church,
is that not a problem?
Before we talk about the church,
yes,
the truth of the matter is this: if we are truthful to ourselves, it is the family that make up the church.
Okay.
That child left a home before he came to church. You get it now?
Yes.
That child that was not well dressed. Are you aware these days, a lot of family, I remember when I was still more younger, let me say that word.
Yes.
I know of one of my auntie, when his son was misbehaving seriously, then the husband was a commissioner of police, retired. This woman took her son, went to the police station and arrested her son. I said, deal with my son, he's misbehaving. But can I shock you now? The parents of nowadays, they cover iniquity, they cover evil. Now after you are, listen, there are some children, even as a clergy, you have to be careful. There are sometimes you talk to some children,
yes.
They go back to their parents and tell their parents. The parents sometimes will see that as an abuse, that you have abused their family. They might even stop coming to church. Even at that, some clergymen are still talking. Yeah. But what am I trying to say? Most of these youth, they left their house naked. Some of them, their parents went to market to buy it. For them. You get it now? All these things that you see some girls are putting on, they left a home. They came out from a house. When a mother is naked, what do you expect the children? When I know of those days, there are men, even though they indulge in smoking, they hide to do it. Now, a situation where a father sends his children to go and buy me cigarettes, before you know, the child will start testing it.
Yes.
You get it now? Yes. Now, most of these, atrocity that is being committed, yes, begin from the home. If the family circle is playing their role, it will be easy for the church. So a situation whereby the family allow it to flow. Now, what can the church do? The church can only do what they can do.
So parents are supposed to be role models to
yes. The first teacher of a child, the first teacher is from the home, the parents.
Okay.
But the situation whereby the parents is not organized, or they don't care, they don't have that time,
yes,
or they allow everything to go. Even you from outside, when you speak, sometimes you can be labeled as an enemy of the family. Are you getting me now?
Yes.
But if the family circle decide to handle their home, then the church and the community, because it takes a community to train up a child, but the community can help if the family is, approve it. But the situation whereby the family allow it to flow, you have to be careful what you see. That's why you see children of nowadays, they can look at you elderly. The way they will talk to you, you will advise yourself to be calm. Otherwise, a child will insult you. You get it now? No, it's just the truth.
Yes. Well, the program is 60 Minutes Nigeria. We are looking at youth development and the future of Nigeria. Like I said, it is always said, the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. But do we actually prepare these youths for leadership position? Do we prepare them? Now, my guest, Dr. Apostle Elvis Agbonahima, has said that preparation of any youth for leadership starts from the home. That parents should be exemplary. Parents should be role models to their children. That the children or the youths, they are quick to emulate. They are quick to copy any behavior exhibited by their parents. The girl child emulates a mother very easily. Same thing for the boys. They also emulate their fathers. So whatever a father, if a father indulges in immoral acts, or is violent, maybe molests his wife, assaults his wife, the children are watching. They can also fight outside the home. So I see my father, the way he hits my mom, and he wants to hit somebody outside. It becomes a bully, So my guest is saying leadership, preparation for leadership starts from the home. The youths must be developed by their parents so that they become equipped to become leaders. Dr. Apostle Elvis Agbonahima will talk more, but that will be after this break.
This is a knowledge.
Okay, it's always a delight to have you on the program. 60 Minutes Nigeria, a platform created to dissect national issues. And today we are looking at youth development and the future of Nigeria. How prepared are the youths for leadership position? Former President Goodluck Jonathan seemed to give us the premise on which we are actually basing our discussion today. He said between the ages of 25 and 50, we should allow the youths within that age bracket to take up leadership positions, that they have the energy, they have the strength. I agree with ex-President Goodluck Jonathan. Dr. Elvis, do you agree with the president that the youths actually, if they are prepared, have the energy, have the strength? And sometimes we see leaders who are elderly sleeping, you know, even at the National Assembly. Sometimes you see some persons, while the Senate president is talking, some senators are sleeping. Some members of the House of Reps, they are sleeping, you know. Could that be age? Maybe that's what ex-President Jonathan is alluding to.
For me, yes. I partially agree with him.
Okay.
Because it is not just the elderly that is at fault. We, the youth, are at fault.
Okay.
If we are ready to take a bold step.
Yes.
You know, just for example, all these political parties now, they have youth. And they decided to say the right thing must be done. I bet you the elderlies, the fathers,
yes,
they will listen. Because in all these political parties, they have youth. Even though those elderlies have planned, whether it is good or bad, they need the youth to bring into reality.
Yes.
Now, if the youth decide to say, no, we will not fight. You were 23 years when you started leading. You were 21 years, you were a commissioner. Now it is over. You are now 60-something years. You are now 70 years. You are still leading. No, this time we are going to take charge. I bet you there will be order. Until we make up our mind to do the right thing. All this talk, all this lubalo will continue. If we are waiting, just like, sorry to use this word,
yes,
a lot of women are waiting for them to just give them position. No. You know, even in spiritual matters,
yes,
you fight for deliverance. You fight for freedom. Because if you are not ready to fight, the devil will not let you go. And the fight is not using weapon. The fight is not being assertive. The fight can be saying no to some certain policies, saying no to some certain behavior, to say no, it is in our time. I want to impart. In our time, we want this to change. If the youth in oneness team up to do the right thing, the elders will listen.
Thank you very much. Just to let you know that to allow members of the public to contribute to this discussion, you will agree with me, it's an interesting discussion, because if the youths must be leaders, they must be prepared. A lot to be talked about. Is education a scam? Because you need education. We'll talk about that after this break.
TV, certainly the best.
Okay, we're just talking about some youths. Desmond Elliott, Lagos State House of Assembly, is a youth. You know, we've also seen, even at those House of Assembly, most of the legislators are youths. We have our very first caller. Good afternoon, your name, where are you calling from?
Hello, good afternoon, my great man.
Good afternoon, your name, where are you calling from?
Dixon from Obiasa to Igbobazuwa.
Thank you very much, all the way from Igbobazuwa. Please go on.
I'm very happy. Our doctor has spoke all what we supposed to spoke.
Thank you.
Then I will stand by what Goodluck Jonathan said. The truth must be told. The youth are ready. We shouldn't just say that the youth are not ready. The youth are ready. If our youth at least get power, or maybe they power, or they have position, they will do best. Look at our young, indefatigable governor and deputy governor in Edo State. They are doing well. They are very, very doing well. So if we give the youth a chance, they can do anything the elderly advise them to do, like what the guests said. They are the leaders there. They are parents inside the political party now. And they encourage their young ones to be able to take a position. If they do that, in fact, Nigeria will continue to grow. We are not expecting like 70, 80s, but even only to work, even sleepless nights. See the youth of today, they are very vibrant in technology, and our life now is almost technologically ruining. So in that case, they're supposed to allow the youth to take over power, and they will do best. That is my solution.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All the way from Igbobazuwa, I can see this analysis. He has just commended the governor of Edo State, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo. He also commended the deputy governor of Edo State, Dennis Idahosa. He said they are youths and they are doing very well in Edo State. So, thank you very much, all the way from Igbobazuwa. You can also contribute, make your comments, and you can see the way the man from Igbobazuwa really analyzed that we should give the youths the opportunity. Test them first, try them, before you say they are not prepared. Okay, good afternoon. We have another caller. Please, where are you calling from? Okay, please, when you call, reduce the volume of your TV set. Doctor, you saw that man from Igbobazuwa. He said the governor, the deputy governor of Edo State, they are youths, and to him, they are doing well. He said we must give them chance.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And I want to appreciate that man, but I want to really say something. Like the deputy governor of Edo State.
Yes.
Is a youth. And he submitted himself for leadership. And I believe he's in that position because he has capacity.
Okay.
If for example, the deputy governor of Edo State now, he was among those who are causing problem, who are being used as tout, he can't be in that position. This is the point I'm saying.
Yes.
He has shown leadership. He has shown capacity. And that's why when the opportunity came, he got it.
He was even in the House of Rep. Okay, we have another caller, doctor. Let's quickly just take this caller. Your name, where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good afternoon. Your name, where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, we just lost that caller, but we were able to actually listen, but maybe network problem.
Like
yes,
as I was saying,
yes.
you know, every youth who wants to lead must develop himself. Number one, you must not have that mentality that education is a scam. It is not.
Because you need education.
Yes, in everything. You know, even the Bible says, Apostle Paul was saying, it says, study to show thyself approved. You get it now? Have you read? Because education is not a scam. In everything you do, you need education.
Okay. Doctor, can I quickly just take this caller? Good afternoon. Your name, where are you calling from? Good afternoon. Your name, where are you calling from? Okay, I think okay, I think we can hear you now. Just go on.
My name is Daniel Ifada from Udo College.
Oh, that's great. All the way from Udo.
Yes. I want to say that youth, they are very, very ready. Only that our elderly that have occupied the position, they doesn't allow the youth to come here, to come inside. It doesn't allow them to participate whatever they are doing. They just want to, our elderly people, they just want to use our youth and dog them. So, our youth, they are very, very ready.
Thank you very much. All the way from Udo, he said our youths are ready, but the elderly persons must give the opportunities to the youths, and let's see what the youths can do. Thank you very much from Udo. That's the caller. Doctor, you were making some comments, yes.
Like as I was saying, it is true that a lot of the youth are ready, but I still have to say this, that majority of the youth are not ready. You know why I say they are not ready? You know, a lot of youth is being used against themselves and against their future.
Okay.
A situation whereby all these political parties have youth, and these political parties that have youth, the people that commit the atrocity, commit some crime,
political thugs,
political thuggery, are still the same youth. You don't expect those fathers to carry weapons to be doing what they are doing. Now, if truly the youth are truly ready, I agree that majority of the youth, a lot of youth are ready, but I still submit that majority of the youth are not ready.
Okay, we have another caller. Your name, where are you calling from? Please, anytime you want to make, you want to contribute, once you call in, reduce the volume of your TV set so that it will not affect your calls. Please, you need to know that anytime you call in, reduce the volume of your TV set.
Like yes. As I was saying, the elderly, it is clear that they are not ready to leave the stage. Now, it is with the youth having youth capacity, having education, having community. To have, it's youth leader but knowledge. Because knowledge. Once they are done leading you, their children will take over.
We've seen some places now.
If why is the education good? Now, if I submit for leadership You don't expect someone like me now to be used for thuggery.
No, it's not possible.
It can't work.
Yes.
Because I know myself. I know my rights. And, you know, I have been enlightened.
Yes.
Therefore, I will not want to use my hand to destroy my tomorrow. You get it? You see why education is very good. That's why even some of these elderly, they don't want you to even go to school. So that they can always use you.
Manipulate you.
Manipulate you, enslave you. You get it now? Because education is not a scam. Listen, that's why I said when I was talking, I said some people have money, no sense.
Okay, let's just get this other caller. Good afternoon. Your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, your name? Where are you calling from? Okay, we can't hear you. Please, you can contribute. You can be part of this program. This program creates the opportunity for you to enlighten the youths. For those youths who are acquiring knowledge from various universities, polytechnics, we say kudos to you, because one day it will be useful. The knowledge you are acquiring now will be required. It means you are prepared. There are some persons looking for jobs or looking for employment. Once they are called upon, they don't have the certificate to enable them get employed because they didn't prepare.
That's why when sometimes, even when some of these youths who work as tout with some politician, opportunity will come to become a commissioner because they lack the needed certificate.
Yes.
They can't be employed. Now, you are just good. You know, I asked a young man the other time, I said, imagine for like 15 years I've known you. Is this how you are going to continue to live your life? And he was ashamed. I said, my dear, it's not prayer you need. Go and work on yourself. I said, because if you continue like this, is it what you are going to tell your children? That, you know, just imagine. And I asked him, I said, can you still do this job you are doing? This one you are shouting, Babake, you know, doing Igbewika. You are in the next 25 years, can you continue doing it?
Yes.
Because even the man that you are working for will not call you again because you don't have the strength anymore. You get it now? You don't have the strength. Now you can always stand. Age. Yes, because as you are aging, there are things you can do now. You can scream, you can shout, they can use to do all manners of nonsense. It will get to a particular stage, you will not be fit for that job. Then what else will you do? You see why, you know, knowledge, education is very good. You get it now? Education is not a scam. Because with education, everything you are doing to be well polished.
Your mind will be refined.
Yes. Even if you are a shoemaker and you have a little education, your shoemaking business, there will be a difference. Because you'll be enlightened. Even if you are a fashion designer, you have a little education in that regard. You discover that your way of doing business will be different for the normal fashion designer.
Yeah.
That education is very important. You know, all of us need it.
Thank you. Let's get this caller. Good afternoon. Your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Okida.
Okay.
My name is Victor Damasa, please. I want to make a comment. The other day when we do primary, DVD, who is an APC flag bearer, and Emerson, who was formerly vice, formerly ex-governor, deputy governor. The youth stood up and said, no, they will not vote Emerson. They want to put DVD. That is how they do it. It went away like that, truly. If the youth, some of the youth are ready to take over this country. It's only the leaders, some of our leaders, they are trying to oppress the youth. That is how I see it. Thank you so much.
But before you go, do you think the youths are prepared? Have they acquired the right training, the right knowledge to equip them to become leaders? Do you think the youths have gotten all that?
I believe the youth, they have the qualification, they have the leadership in themselves to take over this country. They have it. It's only that they are being oppressed by the better people. I'm another man. They are being oppressed.
Okay.
They are using them because they don't have financially, they don't have money. They are using them to do whatever they want because they don't have money, they don't have say. That is what I believe.
Thank you very much. I think he just made one valid point now. He said most of the youth, and that's what some people are saying, that most of the youth, when you say between the age bracket of 25 and 50, okay, let's just say 25, 30, some of these youths are still in university, you know, even those who have graduated, they are looking for a job, that they don't have the money, they don't have the financial strength to compete with the elderly ones
that is
for any political position.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's just take this one so you just react once. Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, your name, where are you calling from?
My name is Rachel.
Okay, go on.
That first call, I've already spoken my mind.
Okay.
The political process is too expensive. And no youth can afford that. Even if you carry a nomination form
Yes.
in a political party to be like a senator, you need nothing less than 15 million. And then they'll still bribe delegates. So I don't think any youth can afford that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, this a female caller, a woman, has called now, and she has said, in our political parties, there's a cash inducement, that so much funds is needed for anybody to contest for any election, for any public office. He just mentioned an average figure for you to be a senator. Okay, so he believes that the youth don't have that money. Yes.
He cannot even campaign for that position.
Okay, let's get this other caller. Good afternoon, your name. Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Yes, your name. Where are you calling from?
I'm David Belong.
Okay, Edda David the Beloved. Good afternoon, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for this wonderful discussion.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, some of the callers have said money. But you also know that people have to, especially now, have to belong to groups, or what they call caucus. And how many of them have the capacity to join these groups? You know, there are groups there. And it's now, of course, you know, the one the government is trying to deal now, you know, having like what they call courtesan and all those things that they are fighting now. You know, in an attempt to at least come up, they have to belong to some of these groups. So these are the things that is, you know, hindering many of our youth from participating. Even Nigeria as a whole, just look at it. From independence the time we are now, there have not been any effort by government to put things that will encourage youth to look into leadership position. It's nothing on ground. Education we are talking about now. Where are the public schools? What can they give to our youth? Just look at our public schools. What do you find around there? It's only private schools now that are even trying to do something. How many of us can afford the school fees from private schools? Yes, the situation we find ourselves. There is nothing on ground to encourage the youth. Thank you. Thank you
very much. The Beloved. I love that name. So you wrap it up, Dr. Elvis Agbolayima.
No, yes. Back to the major matter on ground.
Yes.
You know, it is true that politics is very expensive. You know, that is where the unity of the youth need to come in. Because if you look at the whole scenario, you discover that the elders, they always sponsor the youth against themselves. You get it now? Always sponsoring the youth against themselves. Now, that's why, you know, education has to come in. We knowing what we want.
Yeah.
Then two, you know, unity. Because the youth has the number. You get it now? If the youth come together in unity, in one accord to say, well, this is what we want to do, and they are not able to sponsor the youth against themselves. Listen, the elderly, which in a very simple way, they will leave the stage. But if we are waiting for them to leave the stage and we are not ready to play our part, like I tell people, every miracles that happen, majority of the miracles that happen, that God has his part to play, we also as human have our own part to play. You get it now? Now, for these people to leave the stage, for us to, to take leadership, we have to develop ourselves. We have to know what we want. We have to show that responsibility. Then we have to work as a team. Because if we fail to do that, the reason why you discover that if for example now, like one of our callers said, that there was a meeting that was held, and at the end, the youth said they agreed, or the youth agreed that this is who they want, and the thing worked. You get it now? Because the youth, there was an agreement. Yes. There was in a kind of unity. Assuming they sponsored themselves, they allowed themselves to be divided, that decision would have not come to reality. Yeah. In other words, at this time, the youth, we need to develop ourselves. Yes. We need to take responsibility, because if we are not ready to take responsibility, there is no way these men, these fathers will leave the stage. Because it's only in Nigeria that a man of 75 is still stealing. Ask me whether he want to go to the grave with the money. A man of 75 is still stealing billions. You get it now? Yes. And those billions that he's stealing, he will take part of it to be sponsoring the youth against the youth.
Thank you very much, Dr. Apostle Elvis Agbalaiba. You have really said a lot. And I couldn't help it. I couldn't control my emotion. I don't know why somebody of 75 or 70 or is still stealing public funds. Where is he taking the money to?
To the grave, of course.
So it's really touching. Nigerians, thank God it is the Lenten journey, Lenten season. It's time for Nigerians to change their ways. The Muslims are engaged in Ramadan. The Christians are engaged in the Ash Wednesday was on Wednesday, and the Lenten journey has started. People should change their ways. The youths should not regard education as a scam. They should acquire education. They should be prepared for leadership position. When the opportunity comes, they are qualified, they take it. If you do not prepare yourself, once the opportunity comes knocking, you will not be qualified to occupy such positions. On that note, I say thanks for being a part. I must commend Dr. Apostle Elvis Agbalaiba. Thank you very much for your time. And our viewer there who have been with us from the beginning of the program, those who joined midway, we are grateful. My name remains Egosa Agbalao. Bye-bye.
The man went out to bring in thugs to come and beat her.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, do you think women would have seen that and still want to speak?
Really, we're talking about. That's what I said. So when they bullied her, if she's not bold enough, she will shut up.
What is your advice for girls out there that are so desperate to be married?
We women, we have to be really intentional about our parenting.
If you know a child is being abused, or you see signs, a bruise or it has to be investigated.
People barely even breathe when they are going for a shrebi and something.
Party.
You have to be
They
smart.
can't sit
If
down.
you see where they are dressing them up or dragging on both sides, you cannot breathe. And these women will stay in those events for hours just to keep up with that beauty trend.
Is that healthy?
That's not healthy.
I am Patricia Uremu Gabriels, and we're reaching you live from our Lagos Network studio. Of course, Women in Conversation is a program designed for women to discuss about themselves.
ITV, certainly the best.